Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning to you. Look at the hair. It's crazy. Crazy hair. What's going on, guys and gals? Are we here today? Are we here to talk about some witch nose? I know I am. Hey, good morning. Coffee check, y'all. Coffee check. I'm doing blackberry shortcake by Door County. It's awesome summer coffee. Cause hey, it's July. It's July. Hey, Danny, thanks for joining. Though I'm barely alive, honestly. Too, I had kind of a rough night, so such is the way. Such is the way. Thank you, Melissa and Chris. I appreciate it. Hey, Virgil, how you doing, man? Coffee is loaded. We're locked and loaded. Let's hang out for a little bit. Oh, rough night too, huh? Yeah. Friday nights. I mean, does Friday really feel like Friday anymore? For some people, maybe. Oh, wow. Hey, Sarah, that's awesome. Feels like fall there. That's badass. It feels like the ass crack of Satan here. Summer. What are you doing, Danny? Yeah. I have Starbucks something. I'm having a rough. So that girl's in the West Coast time zone, so got that filthy cannibal coffee. What's going on, Kent? Yeah, let's do a burn check too. What everybody's burning. I just lit this bad boy up. One of my all-time favorites from Witch Nose right there. Dark Carnival, which is very apropos for today, as I've got stuff to work on after this. That candle was kind of amused for. So chocolate toffee creamer thing. Okay. I love toffee. I know, right? Sarah, send that weather our way for sure. It's so damn hot here. So hot. So who picked up stuff at South of Sanity earlier this week? No, it's the same company, Door County, but it's I'm drinking blackberry shortcake coffee. It's awesome. I always drink mine black. Oh, Virgil did not pick anything up. I mean, I wouldn't have either. Honestly, is this when stuff's really awesome, I'm like, screw that. I don't want it. Yeah, that attic toy room. I've got that out here. Where'd I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, it's back here. There we go. Bam. Peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. That's an awesome candle, man. Attic toy room in the house. Kent said I ordered every new fragrance. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm sure you guys have been seeing the Kringle stuff. About $1,000 worth of candles there. Why does everything have amber in it? I don't know. I don't like amber that much, so I hope it's a suggestion in a lot of that stuff. Hey, what's up, Thorn? What's going on? Spooky Carnival. Yeah, Dark Carnival is one of my favorite things ever. It legit. I had it burning one day, and I already had sort of a loose idea of something that I wanted to do, and that thing set the mood, and I went right down the path. And I'm pretty excited about that project, actually. Thanks, Thorn. This was a thrift find. You know how it is, man. Thrifting, thrifting, thrifting. Amber, yeah, I don't know her. Never heard of the. Who's ready to get in to Witch Knows Halloween line 2025? I'm going to pull these notes out here. So this stuff is going live, right? Tonight at midnight. This is going live. I'm stoked. My wallet is not stoked, but I am way stoked. So my wallet can just get its shit together. All right. I'm ready to dive in. Yes, release the Kraken. Let's do this. Now, how many, before I get in here, how many out there are sniffing along with me? Kent, I know you got a package. Virgil got a package. Guys, Witch Knows is just, look, it's an awesome company. I mean, you guys really did just like seem to come out of nowhere and just smash me in the face with awesome. No Ma'am candles are going live tonight. They're going live tonight at midnight Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get technical, I guess that would be Sunday, but tonight, Saturday night at midnight, the candles are going live. Yeah, I think Boggy needs to do a video, Virgil. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. So I'm going to start out with one of the guys from last year, or gals. I don't know. I'm going to start out with Through the Veil. Now, some of y'all know this was on my best of 2024 list. And I'm going to venture to say that this is a top tier, one of the scariest candles I think has ever been made. This is coming back from last year. This is one of only two that's coming back from last year. Through the Veil. These liminal places where we go to communicate with the other side. Notes are damp earth, ozone, Palo Santo, frankincense, and myrrh. For a little of that spirit. Through the Veil is it's damn spooky. Like, it reminds me of a few things. It reminds me of petrichor. You get all that dirt and the soil and like kind of this ozonic, almost electrical quality. So how many of you guys grew up watching ghost hunting shows and stuff like that, or have even done some of that yourself? This reminds me of some of those basements that have fear cages in them, you know, which is basically you've got all the lines and stuff that come down and create a electromagnetic area where a lot of people feel really uncomfortable. Some people believe that that's kind of a doorway area or a place that gets thin because of the electromagnetics and the way that the electricity and the pipes and as everything's working together. And some people say that's all BS, and it's just those things create a certain type of atmosphere that make you feel uneasy. No matter what you believe, that type of terror, that type of feeling, and that type of smell, that type of vibe is right here and Through the Veil. This is a creepy ass candle. I'm absolutely in love with it. Still one of my favorite things on planet Earth, Through the Veil. And that is back this year. Dropping tonight. Here, I'll put it back over here. So that is the first one I'm going over. The second one we're going to go over is one that I didn't get last year. I actually missed out on it. Mother Pumpkin. Now I've smelled all these before, so this isn't some exciting thing where I go, "Ooh, I never smelled this." I opened this up and smelled everything, and was kind of trying to figure out exactly what I was going to do for this video here. If I was going to do a live or actually shoot a video. Actually, I'm going to do both, which leads me to say there's a lot of content coming up on Video Ghoulash. Videos are coming, and there's going to be a lot of stuff about movies and film coming up on here too. But enough about all that. Let's get into this. Mother Pumpkin. I was bummed out missing this last year. The notes on this being natural pumpkin, smoked oud, earth incense blend, and fresh and dead grasses. You say that to me, those are like some of my favorite notes. And I really wanted to get a hold of this, but it sold out before I put an order in last year. So stoked. This is such a damn good fragrance. Mother Pumpkin is incredible. This is one of the freshest, like real authentic pumpkin scents I've ever smelled. It smells kind of like the rind, like a little guts in there too. This isn't about any pumpkin spice. This is about actual authentic pumpkin, as in the gourd. And everything else is an enhancement to that. A lot of stuff that would have oud or like an incensey type of blend to it, that can jump out forefront, but it doesn't here. Those are really just helper notes here. This is all about fresh pumpkin, authentic fresh pumpkin. And then you've got that, the incense is way, way in the back. The oud is way, way in the back. The second note I really get out of this are the grasses. And then I think the earth incense and oud kind of meld together into this sort of quality that is the vehicle for this thing. Yeah, Mother Pumpkin is amazing. It is it reminds me of carving a pumpkin, carving a jack-o'-lantern. Let me catch up with you guys in the chat here. Sorry. It's been a minute. It's been a few weeks since I've done one of these. Yeah, Poltergeist vibes. Yeah, the other world, the other side. Through the Veil is very much that. I watched a film the other day that, oh geez, I can't remember what it was, but it moves around almost like a cosmic horror or a cosmic evil, spiritual evil kind of a thing. And I was burning through the Veil, and it was absolutely perfect. Enhanced the movie. Scary. It was scary as hell. Poltergeist is one of my all-time favorites. Love that. I love all the sequels. Again, I'm going to get into a lot of movie stuff because I don't know. There's a lot about that franchise in and of itself, especially the third movie. That's excellent. That I don't think gets a lot of love. But Through the Veil is that type of thing. Really leans into that. And Mother Pumpkin is like fresh carved pumpkin. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, Sarah, same thing. It's like freshly carving a pumpkin while you're sitting in the grass, dark, spooky pumpkin. It's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. It's one of those things I would call campestral because it's just all about the freshness of the pumpkin. It's all about the grass and the outdoors. And then the incensey, kind of earthy incensey blend is just real pleasant and nice sitting in the back there. I mean, an excellent. Like, definitely going to get this time around. Not going to miss out on Mother Pumpkin this time. Oh, okay. Melissa and Chris say Mother Pumpkin was inspired by Yankees warming pumpkin vines. I've never smelled that one. There's a lot of Yankee stuff that I have not partaken of. I'll have to smell that. I kind of doubt that it's going to touch Mother Pumpkin, though. Right on. The Guardian, 1990. That's a fantastic movie. Melissa and Chris said they were doing Through the Veil and watching The Guardian. The Guardian is a really cool movie. I don't even want to say the plot because it kind of gives stuff away, but really cool movie. The Guardian was made by William Friedkin, who did The Exorcist. So check it out. All right, let's get into the new stuff. let's get into the new stuff. And I'm just randomly going with whatever jumps out at me here. We're going to start off with, let me find the notes for this one. Okay, I'll set that over there so I don't lose it. All right, here we go. Spellcasting. Beautiful light purple wax there. This is I'm going to say this has got a soapy quality to it. And don't let that turn you off, though. It's kind of got a soapy, waxy quality to it, but it's got like so it's dried herbs, leather-bound book, aged parchment, wood elements, and moonflower. And it's really the dried herbs and the moonflower that are giving it that kind of a thing. Like it's wouldn't necessarily say body care. But here's the thing about witch nose. I'm going to get this stuff on cold. The moonflower and the dried herbs are jumping out. The leather and the parchment are in the back. I can smell them, though. The wood's back there, too. I think just kind of basing things out. When I put this in the melter, I can guarantee you it's going to do something different. I can guarantee it. Ooh, I like this a lot. Moonflower. I don't know that I've encountered moonflower in a fragrance before, at least not one that made it kind of a star. And I like it. I like it. What's going on in here? We're going to say the scent of a witch at work. Her herb cupboard after working or her work. Okay, her herb cupboard, altar, working table, or her spell book, or all of those things. Yeah. Yeah, I can get that. Yeah, see the parchment and the leather. So the leather, if you don't like leather, as far as I know, without burning it, I can tell you don't be afraid of this. The leather's it feels like a dried type of leather, and it is so far in the back, mixed more with the parchment that's up front there, the aged parchment. It kind of does have that old book smell, but you've got that moonflower going on there and some dried herbs. It's a really, really pleasant smell. I like this. Spellcasting. That's a really cool. I haven't smelled anything kind of quite like that. So that's awesome. Spellcasting. All right, what's next? All right, we're going to go with Danse Macabre, as you see. I think Jen called this the Devil's Bonfire. It says, raising some hell before the inevitability of death. Notes are smoky hellfire, patchouli, red hot cinnamon, and dragon's blood incense. This is Danse Macabre. Sarah loves this one. She says, fantastic. Yeah, I can't. Spellcasting's great. Must have. I can't wait to melt it because I know it's gonna do something different. I just know it. So Danse Macabre, really, wow, that's interesting. Like again, this isn't my first time smelling this, but I've only smelled these maybe 2 or 3 times. So the cinnamon, that red hot, that jumps out to me first. It's a hot scent. There's no question about it. Like you can feel the sparks coming off of this thing. Smoky hellfire, patchouli. So the patchouli and dragon's blood are kind of hanging out. I feel like the dragon's blood to me is a little more prominent than the patchouli. It's kind of like hanging out in the middle there. It's really, really nice. You're going to get hit with the cinnamon first. At least I am. I'm getting hit with the cinnamon, and then I'm getting dragon's blood. I'm not getting the smoke at all up front at all. When I melt it, we'll see what happens. But like like the patchouli's definitely in there hanging out. Sneaky. And yeah, kind of a sexy scent, maybe, in a way. It's definitely got a sultry, intoxicating kind of quality to it, which knows you do that pretty well. Like evil cinnamon, getting medieval vibes. Yeah, like an evil, sexy dance of death. That's a cool concept there. Danse Macabre. I mean, look, puts the picture in my mind almost to like something like Suspiria. That's very good. Yeah. That's a really interesting too. I'm gonna say like if you're just talking notes like a cinnamon concept, it's cinnamon and dragon's blood. And then I think you get the fire and the patchouli seeing like helping notes, helper notes. Can't talk today. Whatever. I'm not getting smoke, but smoke is an interesting note. It says smoky hellfire. It feels hot. I'm going to tell you that too. Like, it's a warm scent. It feels hot. Can almost feel like, when you're sitting by a fire and your back is cold, but your front is overly hot because of the flames. This does that. How cool is that? That's awesome. Melissa and Chris doing their sorcery over there. Oh, okay. Smell the bottom, Virgil. Is that what you're saying? There it is. Yeah, a little bit of smoke there. The smoke is light. If you're afraid of smoke or really smoky stuff, don't be afraid of this. It's really a helper note that lends just the authenticity of a heat of a hot fire. So that's pretty kick-ass. All right, next up. We're going to go with House 31 is what I just pulled. The old house at the end of the street where there's a lot of creep factor going on. Notes are dry, brittle wood, as well as dank and musty wood, clove, and Nag Champa incense. Everybody likes to smell the bottom. Bunch of like a cat. Okay, I'll smell the bottom. All right, House 31. Nag Champa, baby. Yeah, it's creepy Nag Champa. It's interesting. The dank and musty wood hits you second. So this is Nag Champa out front. House number 31 is Nag Champa out front. Like a spooky hippie house or something, man. It's creepy Nag Champa. The dank musty wood is a really cool note in here. In combination with that Nag Champa. The clove is really nice in there too. I was trying to remember what that note. The clove. This is a cool scent. This is very incense forward scent. House number 31. Spooky Nag Champa. That's what I'm going to call it. I love incense notes. I love incense fragrances. So this is a high up enjoyment factor for me. If you're not into incense, you're going to want to stay away from house number 31. But this is, if you like incense and you like Nag Champa, this is the creepiest ass Nag Champa. And that musty dank wood in there is awesome. It almost has this sharp quality to it hanging out back there. But, not so sharp that it's like way up on the high spectrum. It's almost it's natural. It's like a natural. I don't know if you've ever smelled sour wood or been around when wood is first freshly cut. Sometimes it has this sour, really dank kind of smell to it. It smells like that, except it's drier. So Cool, man. House number 31. That's badass. All right, what do we got here next? We've got Dead Alive Forest. Dead Alive Forest. I was on the right page. Just kidding. No, it wasn't. Here we go. The scent of the autumn forest in the season of dying. Notes are deciduous evergreen tree blend, fallen leaves, moss, and sage. Dead Alive Forest. That is awesome. Wow. So, I mean, like, this is really an interesting one. The pine and evergreen. This is pine and evergreen, but don't even think about Christmas. This is like reminds me of like the opening to X-Files or something, or Twin Peaks. That's the vibe I get with that evergreen tree there. The moss and sage, I think, are doing the job with the evergreen there, the deciduous evergreen. And it's a tree blend. It's an evergreen tree blend, so it's not Christmas tree. It's like pine, evil, like creepy pine forest. Again, like I'm moved to say Pacific Northwest, creepy. Just picture it in your mind. Giant deciduous evergreen trees, the rainy days, misty, foggy, creepy. This is a really gorgeous scent. I don't know that I can do justice by kind of describing it. It gives it like it's a whole vibe. This is something you put on when you're watching X-Files or you're watching any horror thing that takes place anywhere in Canada when they film all that stuff. This would be a great one to melt during Supernatural. This show's Supernatural. Yeah, this is a mood setting, bring you to the place, transportative type of scent here. Dead Alive Forest. I keep smelling something and I don't know what it is. It's reminding me of something. It could just be this fallen leaves note in there, but I don't know, man. This is a really, really cool blend. The star of this is the blend. I can tell you, oh yeah, it's a creepy evergreen forest pine set. But you got some magic in this one, Melissa. This is yeah, you can feel the forest coming to life. Love it, Sarah. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I'm saying. Virgil, who's not a fan of evergreen and that kind of stuff at all, actually likes this. He says it's not sharp, and it isn't sharp. It's campestral and like outdoorsy and all that good stuff. It does. I was gonna say it does remind me of Village's Forbidden Forest, but maybe better. I'm gonna throw that. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, you have to melt Dead Alive Forest to really get all the notes. Unsurprising. Again, I can't say it enough with Witch Noses stuff. Your cold sniff impression is going to be one thing, and burning it or melting it is going to be another. There are a lot of candles out there, and this is not good. This is not a good or a bad thing. I'm not saying this is negative or positive. Sometimes you get a candle, you smell it on cold, you burn it, it opens up a little bit, but that's what you get. Sometimes you get a candle and you just don't get everything on a cold, and then you burn it and all kinds of interesting things happen. Witch knows a lot of their stuff you melt it or burn it and a lot of really interesting things happen. That's generally how it goes for me. And again, guys, don't forget this is launching tonight at midnight. So all right, let's dive into another beautiful lavender look. Witch. Oh boy. Don't drop stuff, Chance. Witch. Okay, so first of all, before I even get into smelling this, I remember this one from my first smell of it. It's got like dried berries, see, smoked clove, incense, and dark berries, the scent of every good or bad witch. Also, Melissa and Chris, witch nose candle, and they're naming this witch. So, if that tells you anything about where you're going to be at with witch and how good this is, God, this is good. This is really cool. This is like got this weird, like sour. I wonder if like the incense has raw frankincense in it, like as one of the blends. The smoked clove in there is awesome. It's incredible smoked clove note and dark berries. So this one of my favorite candles of all time is Witching Hour by Kringle. Witch Suspiria, sorry. This is like a way scarier ass cousin to Witching Hour. It's so good. The sour and the dark berries, the dark depth of the berry notes, the incense, the smoked clove. This is very witchy scent and gorgeous scent. I love this. I'm certainly going to order this. Okay, Melissa's like, wasn't intentional, but I did notice a similarity after the fact. Yeah, I mean, like, it's again like it's a distant cousin to me. This is one of those ones. It vibes different. Witching Hour is really interesting. It feels like a night, and it's pretty and it's witchy. This is more immediate, if that makes sense. This is more threatening. Incredible smoked clove in here. It's a super witchy scent. And again, for them to just say, all right, this is the fragrance that we're going to call witch, should tell you guys something. That thing's awesome. Witch. Yep, that's incredible. Like, you guys have 11 new fragrances here. I've liked every one of them so far. All of them have vibed completely differently. And I still got 6 to go. You get a little more blackberry shortcake there. All right. We're going to go with bad apples. Bad apples. An apple you should need, given to you by a person you shouldn't know. Okay. Notes are green apple, elderberry, patchouli, hemp, and evil musk. Bad apples. Let's go. Let's go. Gorgeous green apple, but come on now. This thing is... I'm immediately like, my kid brain's going back to Snow White. It's going back to the evil witch handing out the apple, although that was a red delicious. This is a full-on green apple. All right. Green apple's a star, but so the elderberry is really cool in here. Elderberry has this ability to do sweet and bitter, but also sharp. If you've ever tasted an elderberry, it's different. It's almost got a naturally smoky taste to it, which is interesting. The patchouli, the hemp is in here, like a raw natural hemp. It's really nice. Patchouli is a beautiful carrier note in here. This is not out front, but it's there. I love patchouli. Spooks it up. I don't know what the evil musk is. But this has this kind of vaporous evil quality, like that green apple is the star in. I'm having trouble really describing that. Every note is present. You're going to get the green apple out front. It's going to automatically smash you into fall. It's going to smash you into Halloween, though, with this patchouli and this, what is it? The hemp and the evil musk and the patchouli are a really cool combination to carry that apple. And the elderberry is richening that up. I like this so much. Everyone knows like kind of apple scents are a dime a dozen at fall and Halloween. And this one, I'd skip a lot of them and just get this one. This is really a conceptual kick-ass apple fragrance. That's actually kind of spooky. Yep, definitely going to put that on my order list. Really, really cool. Yeah, the hemp in there is there. Like, you can't miss it. It's not smashing you or anything. Don't worry about that. If you're not into those type of scents, this is not one of those things that's gonna I don't think it'll turn you off. It's just when you're, the thing is like you can describe fragrances in kind of two ways, and I always try to do both. I get you with all the notes we're going to talk about and how they blend together, but like it's more important to me what they do. What does this thing vibe as? What does it do? Because a lot of people forget the notes. When I burn through the veil, I'm not thinking about the notes. I'm thinking about the fact that it's spooky as hell, supernatural vibe, gives me that electrical ozone quality. I can't wait to melt bad apples. I feel like that's going to get even creepier and more intense and more, it's going to have even further depth than what I can smell. And I'm already smelling some good depth in there. So that's awesome. Yeah, put a Granny Smith in a Ziploc for a few hours. Yeah. It does have that Millie apple fragrance. Agreed, Kent. That's a good way to put it. Because I was going to say like stewed apples, but it's not that intense. It's more of a Millie apple. Yeah. That hemp note in there, it's beautiful. Yeah, Sarah, it doesn't overpower. It's a dark, spooky apple sense. It's giving you the evil apple feel, which is, again, kick-ass. Melissa and Chris over there doing magic. Melissa, you are you're damn ace, man. You're an ace. All right. Let's pull out Harvester. Harvester, when I first opened this package, was the first thing I smelled. Was the first thing I pulled out. So Scarecrow soaks up and harvests the scent of the season. Notes are smashed apple variety, straw, woolen burlap, and weathered cornstalk. I am a creepy Scarecrow fanatic. I love evil Scarecrow movies, stuff like that. There's not a lot of really good ones, but there are a few. This is such an intriguing scent. I know what I'm smelling, and the sharpness is the smashed apple variety. So you're talking basically like every apple, just cut together like you're making an apple pie with all the apples. But this thing has like the cornstalk. Yeah, the wool and burlap is really cool, and it's like kind of in the back. I can't wait to melt it. I feel like this is another, it's got a nostalgic vibe, right? It does. It's like nostalgic fall. It's bringing me back. It's bringing me, to the 90s maybe. Yeah, this is bringing me specifically to the 90s when I was of an age that I could go and do hay rides and go to haunted houses, because I was a little kid in the 80s, so I didn't get to do that kind of stuff unless somebody took me there. Weathered cornstalk. Yeah, that's a good... This thing is spooky, man. I love creepy ass Scarecrow scents. And man, this fits the bill. This is beautiful. I feel like the straw and the wood and burlap and stuff are going to probably come out even more. It's easy on cold for the apple to take forefront, but I feel like melting this thing, I'm going to get that corn stalk's going to come out a little further. 100% ordering that. 100%. That one's awesome. Yeah, I love that. Just personal favorite of mine. All right, let's get into Raven Black. Gorgeous dark wax here. See, I mean, like, again, I remember this one from when I first opened the package, and this is the one with the if you don't like licorice, you're not going to order this. This is such a cool concept. I want to read it to you. A Halloween scent as true and black as a crow's feather. Sweet pumpkin, black licorice, and cedar wood. And my phone is on cue with that right there. I don't know if y'all heard that sound. This is it's the pumpkin and the licorice mix. It's full on Halloween. Like, this is so Halloween, so fall, like to a T. 100% going in my order. Raven Black. I love the so there's the note like on the back end is the cedar wood. And it's really cool because the cedar in here is doing something different than a lot of cedar. Like, I don't know. I was kind of surprised to smell that the note was cedar, because like it does have this wood quality in the back and it's got depth, but there's something that the pumpkin and the black licorice is doing to this thing. I don't know. This is one of those things. Okay, like cedar is I love cedar. I actually used to have those cedar things that you put in your drawers, you know, with your clothes and stuff like that. I love cedar. I love cedar chests. I love that smell. You know, the smell of a cedar chest, and you open the drawer. That's kind of the cedar note in here. And I would also say Raven Black to me is vibing sort of nostalgic again. Maybe it's the black licorice, but what's the star of Raven Black? The blend. This is a really kick-ass Halloween vibe right here. Yeah, that filthy bottom. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's so good. Hey, what's up, Mr. Mansion? I'm glad you're here, my brother. Love cedar. Yeah, love cedar. Yeah, Sarah's saying even if you don't like black licorice, Raven Black is blended so well. Gotta burn that one while reading Edgar Allan Poe on a rainy day. Super Holly. That's for real. If you're not a fan of licorice scents, but you hear us talking about how much we like black licorice scents, this one would be a good one to try out, because the licorice note, it's definitely there, but it's not overpowering. The star's the blend of that. It's a cool ass fragrance. Raven Black, that's a winner. Yeah, that's a winner. Did Virgil say this one smelled similar to the Holy Grail Yankee Halloween candle? Yeah, it has the same notes as what Virgil's saying. But unlike Virgil's told me that, quite honestly, that Grail candle's a little unimpressive. Raven Black is in no way unimpressive. It's totally impressive. So, yeah. I mean, kind of, there's certain notes that just scream Halloween, and pumpkin and licorice are those to me. All right. Next up, Rustic Pumpkin. Again, I remember this one because it reminds me of thrifting. In the fall, like we thrift year round. Jen sells vintage clothes on Trash Troll Vintage. I'm always thrifting, especially looking for Halloween stuff. And fall is our favorite time to thrift. It's a great, you go out, the weather's perfect, the vibe is perfect. You can leaf peep, go way out in the rural areas, go out in the mountains, and you'll come across these antique stores and these flea markets. And let's get to the underneath of this bad boy. And this scent brings me the entire vibe from the drive, from the falling leaves outside, to walking into the store, smelling the potpourri and the old wood and the dusty musk and the pumpkin, which most every one of these places has, those kind of like cake candles and stuff like that somewhere going. You put all that together into this beautiful autumnal vibe, you get Rustic Pumpkin. It's described as the scent of a primitive's antique shop that you stop in while you're out on a country drive in the fall. Notes are homestead pumpkin, mahogany, fall spice mix, blood orange, and dust and dirt. And I'm going to tell you right out front, all this blood orange business, not my thing. I hate blood orange. Blood orange, like starring candles. The blood orange in here is this gorgeous helper note. This is how you use blood orange, by the way. Everybody out there who's like blood orange crazy, at least for my taste. You want blood orange out front, go ahead. It doesn't scream Halloween to me. You want blood orange as a beautiful note within the context of a fall Halloween-centric candle. This is how you do it. Yeah, and like the mahogany is doing something really cool here with this homestead pumpkin. I don't know exactly. So like, the little bit I know is a lot of these makers, you're ordering oils from all over the place, trying bunches of different ones. There are a lot of different pumpkin oils out there that'll come to you, and every once in a while, I know you'll come across one that you're like, I got to use that for something. This homestead pumpkin fragrance in here is really cool. Yeah, I agree. It's a must, Sarah. It's an absolute must. This was Jen's favorite Rustic Pumpkin. Like a wheelbarrow filled with pumpkins, very rural. Agreed. It's because of that dirt and that dust, that soil that's in there. And like, again, that's like kind of way in the back again. The blend on this is incredible. If there's something I can impress upon you guys is that the blends of these are they're genius level. They're genius level blends. Absolutely incredible. Like the way that this stuff mixed together to give you the concept. Right? That's magic. That's magic in a bottle, right? Magic in a jar, as it were. Danny, same thoughts on blood orange. Yeah. It was all the rage a while back. I was like, really? I mean, I don't even like regular oranges taste better than blood oranges too. Blood orange is kind of almost a specific fall. It's a little spicier, a little deeper depth. I like it as a helper note, but man, as a star, it sucks. At least to me. My opinion, but of course it's my opinion. It's me talking. I'm here. This is my channel. All right, let's move on. Reaper Field. This is, I'm going to tell you right now, like I don't even need to smell it to tell you that this was one of my absolute favorites right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Reaper Field. This is a creepy ass cornfield scent. And like dirt and soil, and this is such a kick-ass. Reaper Field is so kick-ass. I love this one, man. Reaper Field. All right, this one says a field where nothing remains alive. The Reaper takes it all. Harvest plum, spiced pear, sweet potato, hay bales, dirt, and soil. So how to describe Reaper Field. First off, this is an outdoors campestral, taking you to a location and planting you dead in it. The plum, the harvest plum, the spice pear, and sweet potato. These are helper notes. Okay, these aren't the star. This isn't like a plum forward. This is a whole vibe. This is one where throw the damn notes out the window. You're getting hay, dirt, soil. You're outside. It's Halloween. You're in maybe a corn maze at night, and you're getting stalked by an evil creature. That's what this is. Reaper Field is so kick-ass. It is an entire vibe. This is another one that's one of the ones that vibes spooky, scary as hell. It reminds me of going to a haunted, like a haunted trail and haunted house. Matter of fact, we go to a corn maze most years, and they have a haunted house there, and it's all outdoors. And they have a hayride that takes you around the entire property. And for whatever reason, this sets that mood for me. I can smell the fall. I can smell the corn. I can smell the haunted house, the haunted trail, the smoke machine, the fog. It's so awesome, man. Reaper Field. Like, yeah, harvest plum, spice pears, sweet potatoes. Got some magic in there. I don't know. Thanks, Carrie. Appreciate it. Yeah, my candy corn shirt. Yeah, Reaper Field. Melissa and Chris said, don't do the reverse psychology thing, please. We need to make some bank. Yeah, no doubt. I hear you there. The mix of these elements, I mean, even in the sweet potato, I feel like the skin is on it too. You know, that nice dirty potato skin. I feel like that's in there too. The sweet potato, I mean, like, so the notes are there. Like, I can sit here and go down the path with you and be like, yeah, so plum is always interesting. It's deep and sweet, but it has a nice resonance, a nice spectrum. It's not cloying. It doesn't blow blow you out. And like, just like biting into a plum, it's got that sharp thing. But really, like, and the spiced pear. Pear is another one of these fruits that's used in a lot of Halloween stuff that gives this sort of musky depth. I don't know. And then the spices in it are, be like an allspice maybe or something like that. But you put that in the context of dirt and soil and corn stalk, and you got something really crazy here. What a vibe. Reaper Field, fantastic. 110% going to be in my order. There's no question about it. Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. How do you come up with this stuff? They say lots of sniffing and exploration and experimentation. I would definitely eat a plum, pear, and sweet potato pie. I would too, especially after smelling that. Like, it's fantastic. And as like creepy as Reaper Field is, it's pleasant. It's pleasant. But I mean, that's to me, I'm weird. It's funny. I'll tell you, sometimes when I'm melting or burning something, I'll smell like all of this pleasant stuff, but it'll have like dirt and soil and all this kind of thing. And somebody else will walk in the room and they're like, wow, man, it smells like a graveyard or something in here. And I'm like, oh, wow, smell this. I was like, that was the light in of that fragrance for me. So last and certainly not least, Lycanthrope. There's a reason I used this iconography of a werewolf on the ads for this. Lycanthrope is probably I don't know if I can pick a favorite, honestly. I can't, but it's up there. It's up there. So it says this is the same woody base from Shadows Await. If y'all remember that one, it was an awesome release that they did around in February. But this is darkened up, and Little Red is long gone. Notes are silver birch, cedar, leather, vetiver, and animalic musk. So look, this thing is so kick-ass. So kick-ass. Just nightmare fuel, filthy nightmare fuel. Blend here is insane. The animalic skin musk. Look, I'm going to tell you flat out. All right. I deal with horses here. I deal with big animals. I know what the hide of an animal, a large animal, smells like, especially in the heat. And you can smell, you know, all the pheromones and the heat and everything off of the skin of these big animals, these big hides. This has an authentic animal hide in it. However, in the conceptual idea that this is a werewolf and this is creepy as hell. And it's because the leather, the vetiver, the birch, man, the silver birch, cedar. This is 110% nailing the concept of lycanthrope. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but it's incredible. It's incredible. I'm a huge werewolf fan. So much so that like vampires are sort of like whatever to me. I'm a werewolf guy through and through. And this is incredible, Melissa. I've always wanted like something that has that hide in it. Some of my favorite werewolf scents of all time. This is going to go on the top. This and South of Sanity's Werewolf are my two favorite werewolf scents of all time. And I don't think it's not even close. And no, Virgil, vampires are little bitches and werewolves would tear them limb from limb. I don't give a shit. You ever fight a grizzly bear? Come on, man. It's a real werewolf in the woods. It's, I mean, like the leather's not crazy in here. Yeah. Sarah, you're saying it. Slight pleasant vibe. Leather isn't crazy. Yeah. The leather's not crazy here. This is a whole vibe. Again, this is a whole vibe. You're not going to smell this and go, this is a leather scent. You read Lycanthrope, you smell this. That's where you're at. A werewolf in the woods. You're too damn close. You're smelling its hide, which means you're going to get ripped apart. One of the coolest fragrances that I've ever smelled. I think this and Werewolf are by South of Sanity are by far the best werewolf scents. I know they're Kringle's bringing back their werewolf thing this year, the Devil's Baby Powder, as it were. It's not a bad scent, but if you want authentic, like bring me the concept of a lycanthrope, witch nose candles, lycanthrope, South of Sanity's Werewolf, those are the best. It's not even close. It's not even close. I don't think you have to choose between vampires and werewolves unless you're what's her face. Twilight. You know, I'll tell you why I think there's a war, a vampire werewolf war. And it's because there's about 1,000 vampire movies, and there's a lot of damn good vampire movies. There are a lot of damn good vampire movies. And I don't, vampires are okay to me, just as they're a little gothic. I'm not a gothic dude, right? Like you can tell. I'm not a goth guy. I don't mind gothic. I like gothic stuff. Vampires are very particular. Vlad the Impaler, all that kind of stuff. Like I've read a lot of books and stories. Salem's Lot by Stephen King. I like vampires. Don't get me wrong. Vampires are pretty cool. Matter of fact, I had a vampire concept that me and Frank Capra Jr. were working on back when I was in film school. So don't get me wrong. I don't hate vampires, but my enjoyment of werewolves and what werewolves are about, it's not even close. It's not even close. Vampires are easier for the costume department. Amen. Yeah, they are. You know, there's so many cool vampire movies. Like, don't even get me started to go down the list. Werewolf movies, there's not as many. Not at all. I can name you a few werewolf movies that I think are amazing. Everybody's going to tell you American Werewolf in London. It's hard to beat. The Howling is pretty great. But take a trip a little further down the list and go and watch Bad Moon. Bad Moon is one of the coolest werewolf movies. It's got one transformation scene that's a little crap. They were trying to do something there. But Bad Moon is one of the best werewolf movies with the most kick-ass, like legit werewolf. No, not CG. Ginger Snaps is an amazing werewolf movie, an amazing werewolf concept. Yep, Ginger Snaps. Dog Soldiers is awesome. Dog Soldiers is like Predator with werewolves. It's funny. I saw Dog Soldiers and I thought, why is everybody so impressed? It's just Predator with werewolves. It's because it's damn fun. That's why. It's Predator with werewolves. That's why it's awesome. And, I like that director, by the way. He's awesome. He did Doomsday, which is a cool movie. If you've ever seen it. But yeah, man, werewolves, vampires, all the good stuff. What's my favorite werewolf movie? I'm really partial to Bad Moon. Yeah, Bad Moon's awesome. I love Bad Moon. It's a simple story. It's based on a book called Thor, which is the name of the dog. And the book is actually from the dog's perspective, trying to take care of his family from a werewolf. Really cool concept for the book. The movie doesn't. Thor, the dog, is in the movie and is important, absolutely important. But it takes place the narrative is normal in Bad Moon, but it's kick ass. I love Bad Moon. The Howling had the best werewolf. I challenge that to Bad Moon. Yeah, the Howling is amazing though. I like the Howling werewolf better by far than the American Werewolf in London werewolf. Although hard to argue with the fact that American Werewolf in London is still probably the best all-around werewolf film, from a critical standpoint anyway. Kick ass. Do I have a favorite vampire? Oh, I don't know. Who did the best vampire? That's a tough one. I'll tell you, there was my buddy wrote a concept called Cult of Dracula, and it got turned into, he made it into a comic book. So go check out Cult of Dracula. But Cult of Dracula was a film first. And the idea was let's take the vampire story, the Bram Stoker's Dracula vampire story. Let's set it in the 70s and let's put it in the context of a cult. And we're going to turn it on its head. We had Tony Todd, rest in peace, was going to play the Van Helsing character, who was a cop. And they wanted Vlad, they wanted the head vampire to have a Charlie Hunnam Sons of Anarchy thing. And that was my role. And I was going to actually get to play Dracula, Vlad. I never in my life would have ever been able to do that in any other context, because, it's a very particular look they always have. Tall, dark, and handsome. I'm not tall, I'm not handsome, and I'm not dark. Dark in spirit. But they wanted that Sons of Anarchy thing, and I could bring that all day. Yeah, Fright Night, Lost Boys, Bram Stoker's Dracula. There are just a plethora of awesome vampire movies. And I'll throw out some ones that I love. The Forsaken. That's a really cool road desert vampire movie. Can't mess with From Dusk Till Dawn. That one's awesome. What else? 30 Days a Night, which ripped my concept actually, which is why the project with Frank Capra didn't go. Fright Night is an absolutely perfect film. I agree. Fright Night is one of the best vampire movies ever made. So yeah, vampires always coming in hot with that badass stuff. Nosferatu, I haven't seen the new one, but I'm not real not real up on that dude. I thought the witch, as good as it was thematically flawed, to say the least. But the original Nosferatu, now that's scary. That's damn scary. And if you ever get the chance to see Nosferatu, the original, with the so they did a it's a very old black and white, shot in black and white, but they actually dyed the movie different colors for some of its original releases. And if you see the original dyed version, which they showed, I think, on Joe Bob's drive-in on Shudder. No, Virgil, vampires are not better than werewolves. Not even close. I don't care how many movies you do. A werewolf is far superior. Just how it is. John Carpenter's vampires. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. However, we got way on task, off task, right? Because we were talking about Lycanthrope. That was the last one after you guys. So Lycanthrope, Reaper Field, Harvester, Raven Black, Rustic Pumpkin, Mother Pumpkin, House Number 31, Dead Alive Forest, Spellcasting, Through the Veil, Witch, and Danse Macabre. All are available tonight at midnight. Tonight at midnight on Witch Knows Candles. Get ready. It's launching tonight, y'all. Support independent candle makers. You want kick-ass throw? You got it. You want kick-ass performance? You got it. You want fragrances you're not going to get out of these big guys? You want to get like actually scary stuff? South of Sanity, Witch Knows Candles. That's where you need to go. Lunar Light Company. That's another place you need to go. Tonight, though, you need to go to Witch Knows Candles. Get ready. Midnight. It's coming. So our restocks planned through the season. My understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that they will run through what they've got, and then they may do a pre-order after that. It needs to get a little cooler. It's like, it's a little scary shipping candles in the heat of the summer. It really is. I think a pre-order is a great way to go. And I do believe Witch Knows is going to do, after they sell through these, they're going to do a pre-order for the restock. That way they know how much stuff they need to get and how much stuff they need to make. And they can actually ship it to you. I think September you guys were talking maybe. Which is, that's shipping candles in the summer. I don't even generally buy candles in the summer because of that. Making candles is expensive. Virgil will tell you, man, like, making candles is expensive. The last thing you need to do is put all that effort, put all that work in designing this beautiful fragrance for people. The artwork, the label, the whole thing, all of the friggin' research and hard work it goes into making something burn right at the correct temperatures, breaking it, busting a jar from heat, doing all that work, and then having to give it away for free because it's summer and it shipped and it melted and got weird. That sucks. The summer heat sucks for candles. It just does. I don't even generally buy candles during the summer. Yeah, they're doing the witch whiffs, by the way, guys. Witch whiffs are going to be available tonight as well. So witch whiffs, you want to grab some candles and then take a couple bucks and try a few of these out that, like, you're on the fence about. Like, I don't know. It's a great way to test some stuff out, And by the way, like, I'm gonna say this, and they probably don't want me to say this, but I'm gonna say this because I think you guys need to know this. I'm a little on their ass about doing wax melts, and I'll tell you why. These witch whiffs, they're not going to make anything on you ordering this. They're an independent small batch candle company, and they're doing the whiffs just for you, just so you can try stuff out. And they're not going to make anything on them. Hell, I think they're going to lose on them. I think they're going to come out of pocket with the prices of how things are. Shipping's been going up for years, and it just keeps going up. I want them to do wax melts because I want them to have a little bite on there, you know, make a little something off of us being able to test something out. You know, to me, $7 or $8 is not a lot to spend on a wax melt. That way, like, they can get something, and they're not doing that. They're doing witch whiffs for $2 so that you can try all these out. So yeah, I know you guys probably don't want me to say that, but they're doing that just for y'all, like, honestly. And I understand, like, 13 fragrances, that's a lot of fragrances. You want to give away for people to try stuff out, that, you know, they're not coming hard out of pocket for it. But I want you to still be around, so I don't want you to, like, come so far out of pocket either. But that's an incredibly generous thing you're doing with the witch whiffs. I expect you guys take advantage of that. You should take advantage of that. That way, you can really support them, get some of the stuff that you know you're really going to like, and then try some stuff out, and then order that on the pre-orders and the restocks. Yeah, this is it's a really generous thing to do the witch whiffs. Like, they're not making a dime. They might lose a little, honestly. So just want to throw that out there. These candles are fantastic. I've never had a performance problem with any of them. They all throw like a beast. Even the one Killer Bitch bubblegum that they did, that they lowered the price of because they weren't totally happy with the throw. I mean, I still think that throws really well. And you know me, I get on stuff about throw. And I've never had a candle from them that didn't work for me. So, Danny, we love Witch Nose, and we ride at dawn. I mean, midnight. The witching hour. Witching hour's 3. Midnight. Midnight. All right, so midnight, be ready. Witch Nose candles. Gonna leave it at that. I actually talked to, I didn't talk. I messaged Alex over at Lunar Light Company. Actually, she messaged me first. I was going to message her today, and she messaged me first, beat me to it. But Lunar Light's got a drop coming soon. I'm going to get with Alex, and we'll figure out how to do some stuff for her Halloween drop. Lunar Light's an awesome company as well. So more on that at another time. But so some of you guys out there that have gotten some of these testers, what were your favorites? What were your favorites and why? Candles are great, but not so great if I don't have time to get them pulled. Thorn, amen. That's like, I love wax melts, actually. I do a lot of wax melts. Virgil got me into the wax melt thing, honestly. And it's a great way. It's not only just a great way to test out fragrance, but sometimes I don't want something burning in my room. I don't want something burning because I've got to go and be in and out of the room and doing stuff. Also, sometimes I want something going, but again, like Thorn was saying there, I got to go somewhere, so I don't have time to pull it out, so I don't light it. Because I make sure, like, here's the thing that I want to impress upon people that maybe are watching this that aren't candle enthusiasts, as it were, but just enjoy candles, is you want to take care of your candles. You want to trim the wicks. You want to follow the instructions. That way you don't get soot. All this stuff about, what burns cleaner and all that. It's really about trimming your wicks. It's really about burning a candle and letting it pull out. It's about, and some things pull out differently, so you need to know that. Paraffins perform differently than soy. Things perform differently. There are things that don't pull out. You don't get a full pull on the first burn, stuff like that. You got to know that. Just do a little checking around or watch some pages, and we're happy to talk about it because we're candle nerds. Raven Black, the most Halloween to Virgil. I agree. Raven Black. If I'm going Halloween vibes, full Halloween vibes, Raven Black. I would also say Reaper Field is very Halloween to me. Reaper Field, full Halloween there. Reaper Field, Danse Macabre, Harvester, Witch, Rustic Pumpkin, and Lycanthrope for Sarah. Yeah, all incredible. All incredible. I'm gonna try to order as much as I can this evening, and then we'll see what I can get on pre-orders later. But I think Raven Black is coming home. Rustic Pumpkin, Harvester, Lycanthrope, 100%. Witch I'll probably grab. Mother Pumpkin I've got to have. I missed that last year, so I've got to have that. That's on my first order. I mean, honestly, eventually, guys, I'm going to get all of these. I need all of them. I need the full line. Reaper Field is Kent's favorite. It's up there for me, too. It's one of my favorite. Reaper Field, Lycanthrope, and Raven Black are some of my favorites. But I think it's funny. When I first get Witch Nose stuff, there are things that I pick out, and they're my favorites. And then there's always a few others that dark horse me, man. In the summer line, I had some favorites like Voodoo, and Spider Bite ended up coming from behind and being one of my all-time favorite things. And I kind of fully expect that out of this. Harvester, Dead Alive Forest, House 31. Yeah, we'll see. Mother Pumpkin's like being in a pumpkin patch. I mean, from this cold sniff, I 100% feel that. You can split these wax melts. They are strong. Easily 2 melts out of this cube. Agreed. Okay, so, geez, I don't know if I have any regular. Here, I'll just grab. So, like, look, this is sort of your regular melts, and I want you to see the size of this, so that you understand too that it's thicker and larger than a standard what you're going to get usually when you melt one of these cubes, or sometimes two. If you want super powerful fragrance, you need to have a melter. If you want to do like 2 cubes out of a normal thing, you need to have a melter that's like incineratingly hot. These are really strong from what I smelled. You could 100% cut these in half and get 2 strong doses of these. So that's a good point. Thank you for making that point. What's the weight on the samples? Yep, 1 ounce. Yep, the witch whiffs are substantial and strong. So know that. Again, you're getting this. This is like $2, I think, right, Melissa and Chris? Witch whiffs are like $2. It's really generous of them to do that. They are gonna not make anything on that. Only if you test it out and buy something, you know, buy some candles, guys. Test all this stuff out and buy some candles. I know Kringle's coming with their stuff, and it's like 1 million candles that cost $30-something a shot. Throw some of that witch nose's way, man. You know, I'm real curious about the Kringle thing and all that. 100% excited about it. We always get excited about Kringle. Nothing wrong with that. It's not a either or kind of a thing. But when you're talking about $35 a candle and stuff like that, that's hard to test out. You're getting the opportunity to test stuff out here. And you're talking $25 on a 2-wick candle, and performance problems being a thing for Kringle at times. I've not had that at all with Witch Nose, and throw problems being, sometimes with Kringle. I'm not getting that at all. I don't know what kind of wax you guys. It's a wax mix, right? My buddy Dante Renee over there, Mr. Mansion, talked about wax mixes and how each company can kind of do its own thing. Lunar Light has a very specific wax mix. Witch Nose, Parasoy. Your wax mix is incredible. It is such an awesome conduit for fragrance. Throws, pulls out really well. Top notch. Yeah, top notch. I'm sure a lot of research went into what you decided to use as your carrier for this. So kick ass, like kick ass. Yeah, Kringle is hit and miss on throw for me, and on everything else. Yeah, they are. I love Kringle. I'm not bad mouthing Kringle at all. But I'm being dead honest with you. If I'm going for like, if I've got a limited budget, which we all have some type of budget, I'm sure. And I know I want something good and I don't like want to chance it too much. No pun intended. I'm ordering from Witch Nose. I'm ordering from South of Sanity. Like, period. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, lots of research, I'll bet. I know Virgil. Man, Virgil's been working his tail off on candles over there at South of Sanity, and you guys are going to get some candles coming soon. It's awesome. It's awesome. But there is, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not so simple. Not so simple. But yeah. Thorn, I might be bad mouthing Kringle a little bit, to be honest. They're not priced at the level where I can buy duds. Exactly. A $35 candle shouldn't be a dud. It should throw. It should throw. I haven't had, when I talk about performance problems, I talk about how a candle burns. If it burns down to the bottom, does what it needs to do. I haven't had any performance problems with Kringle, like weak wicks or any problems like that at all, but I've had problems with throw. Wolf's Bane, Danny D, getting that the Devil's Baby powder. Wolf's Bane's awesome. I actually got a hold of that about 6 or 7 months ago, and it hasn't been around for a few years. So Wolf's Bane, yeah, and they have a ton of new concepts and stuff. It's going to be cool. I got to say, conceptually too, it's one of the things I love about Witch Nose is their conceptual ideas. Spellcasting is such an interesting one. I don't know. Y'all really throw into the whole vibe and the story and the fragrance. That's what makes your fragrances so complex, but unique, interesting. It's what I love about South of Sanity. It's what I love about Lunar Light Company. It's what I love about you guys at Witch Nose. Y'all throw all in, you do your thing, and it's all about the love of the fragrance of the idea. And it's artistry. Virgil, it's artistry. Melissa, it's artistry. Alex, it's artistry. And I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I think I've blabbed on enough, probably at about an hour and a half here. So get ready. Tonight, midnight, Witch Nose Candles is dropping their Halloween line, their first round. So get it while you can get it. Get it while you can get it. I will definitely be there. I will definitely be snatching some stuff up. And as I said, they're going to probably do a pre-order type of thing. So when these sell out, which they will, Witch Nose sells out, they do. When these sell out, don't fret. There will be another opportunity to get them, but tonight at midnight, I will be there grabbing what I can grab as fast as I can grab it. Because I mean, let's face it, man, we're all ready for Halloween, right? If I lived on the coast or something, I'd be more about celebrating summer a little longer, but I'm already over it. It's hotter than balls. I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for Halloween. Spooky season is year round, but there is nothing like Halloween and fall, autumn. Bring that home to you tonight at midnight. Witch Nose Candles, y'all. We'll see you there at midnight. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys always coming and hanging out with me. It's really awesome. I don't know when I'm going to do another live. I'll just get into some quick house cleaning here. I'm about to shoot a ton of videos, so there's going to be a lot of actual video content coming back to Video Ghoulash. I'm re-upping my the look of the site, and we're going to be doing a lot of movie content coming up. But we're also going to be doing what you guys came to the channel for in the first place. I'm going to have videos, full reviews for some of my favorite companies. We're going to try some stuff out. Virgil and I are going to do that Kringle live that we did last year, the unboxing live. We're going to do that for you at some point. I'm not really sure when I'll do another Saturday morning live, but again, I talked to Alex at Lunar Light. I want to do something special for her launch that's coming up too. So thank you all. Thank you to Melissa and Chris for sending me this package. This is awesome. I'm so excited to get melting. It's actually the only thing I held off on was melting any of these yet, because I didn't want to have more kind of information on one than any of the other ones. So I'm real excited to get melting on these, and we'll hope to see you guys soon. I'll let you know when I do another Saturday, but start looking for videos. I'm going to film a bunch of stuff, and then I'm going to start releasing stuff. So yeah, hope to see you guys then. And as always, keep it creepy, and I'll smell you later.